Good morning from North Carolina. I started my day early, hiked out of Bly Gap, and the plan is to do about 12 miles today. We're trying to avoid some of the areas that have had heightened bear activity over the last few weeks. So we're going to stop at 12 so that tomorrow we can push through those two shelter areas where bears have been visiting nightly and breaking limbs to take down bear bags. So I have a bear can, so it should be fine. But also, I'm okay to not tempt fate, or whatever. So there's this beautiful water source here. So anyway, just stopped for a moment to listen to the water. I'm feeling pretty good today. Last night was just so lovely with the kind hiker who played his instrument that he's been carrying with him, his hand pan. I just really appreciated that. So anyway, I got some rest. I would like more rest, but I think I'll sleep better once I'm through this bear sanctuary. But anyway, feeling pretty good. My hair is doing something floofy. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna get to hiking. Well, I just squealed. A little snake just slithered right under my feet. And I definitely jumped and squealed. But it was a garter snake. It wasn't a venomous one, thankfully. Fun fact, a couple days before I was leaving Texas to make my way to Georgia to start the trail, I found a copperhead in my garage. So that was worse, I think, than this. Anyhow, I guess we keep walking. We've gone about 3 miles so far. I stopped at the Muskrat Gap shelter to eat breakfast and get some fresh water. It's nice and cold, which is nice on a warm day. I passed a gentleman this morning and he called me mountain woman the way I was climbing up the mountain so fast, which made me laugh. Not that fast, but my trail legs are on their way. So I'm excited about that. So far, I feel pretty good today. So that's good news. Hello from the top of Indian Creek Mountain. Whew. I think it's my last climb for the day. So the rest of the day will be going down the other side of Indian Creek Mountain. Really pretty up here today. Well, I see this sign and I think I've been calling this the wrong thing all day. Either way, I'm at the top and I'm going down to the bottom. I'm at Beach Gap for the night. I'm walking a long way to get water. It's further away than I thought it would be. That's okay. I'm gonna get what I need for the night and the morning. So I only have to come down here once. Felt really good today. I actually probably could have done a few more miles. However, that would have put us square at where the bears hang out. So we are stopping early. And tomorrow morning we'll just push right through that area and hopefully be good. So tomorrow is supposed to be a long push as well. So stopping early today is good. It was 12 miles, maybe 12.1, something like that. So yeah, so far North Carolina is hot. It has a lot of bugs, but otherwise it's good. Grand Rising, day 9. I'm just leaving Beach Gap. We're trying to push our 15 miles today. I don't know if that will happen. We're all very tired because we got visited by a bear last night. The thing we were trying to avoid. He was a big bear too, big boy. So he walked kind of near our camp at dusk, but moved on. Then he came back after we were all sleeping, and he knocked around a couple of bear cans, mine and someone else's, and then he left. Then he came back again, and he found 2 Ursack bags that were tied to a tree. And then he spent a good 30 minutes working really hard to get into them. He got them both down from the trees, and he was able to tear open one of the Ursacks. And then some of the guys went and chased him away. He wasn't super afraid of people, which is not great. Anyway, he circled around camp for a little bit after that too. So needless to say, I did not sleep very much after that. I was worried he would come and come back, start sniffing around or something. So I heard every sound all night. But we're walking because that's what we do. Also because we don't want to be here anymore. We want to move on from this sanctuary area. So it's a little chilly today to start. Hopefully it'll warm up. And everybody's okay. We all made sure the two people who had shredded bags, they have food for today and tomorrow. Everybody's sharing. And yeah, it's a part of the trail, I guess. So, and it could have been different than it went, but it was okay. So anyway, happy day 9. I also wanted to mention that the sun is so nice and bright. Good morning, sun. I've been silk blazing a bit. That means I'm probably the first person to pass this part of the trail this morning. So I get all the spider webs in my face. It's use your trekking poles to kind of take them down in front of you, or you get them in the face or wherever. So anyway, that's fun. Here's one. This is the second day I've had that experience. I like to get up early, period. It does take me a while to pack up camp, but since I get started early, I usually head out just a little before everybody else. They catch up to me though, because I walk slower, which is fine. Ooh, here's some water. Anyway, I think it's going to be a good day. This part of North Carolina just looks a little wild. Has a different flavor than Georgia. The Smokies are coming up in a while. And I know that they'll have a different essence than this. So I'm going to call this part Wild North Carolina. There's the water. Too bad I don't need to fill up. This is a great water source. Another pretty good water source. Gotta walk across it. The trail is on that side. So I'm gonna rock hop. It just means stepping on the rocks on the way across. This one is pretty easy. The rocks are close together and dry. Pretty water. If it had just rained, that probably would have been a little bit more work. That's one of the best sounds, isn't it? Here's a shelter. This is Carter Gap Shelter. They usually have some sort of platform for sleeping on. There might be hooks on the wall to hang your pack, or not. This one has mouse deterrents. Those don't work. So mice live in the shelters sometimes. They usually have some kind of table so that you can prepare food or do whatever you gotta do. There's often a broom, which is nice to be able to sweep the dirt out of your tent. And then there's usually some sort of box or tube that has a registry you can sign. And then there's usually some kind of fire pit and then areas for tents, like over there. Here's the view from top of the Albert Mountain Tower. Hundred miles, 100 miles. So I finished the 15 miles today. I just set up camp at Rock Gap. It is just south of the Rock Gap shelter. The shelter was quite full, probably because it's supposed to rain tonight. So we are tenting it at some tent sites over here, me and some others. And in the morning, it will be 4 miles to Winding Stair Gap, where we will get a ride into Franklin for some much needed rest, resupply, etc. So today was pretty good. We actually made an amazing time. Hiked pretty fast today, although my knee is a little sore, so it'll be happy for the break for tomorrow. Short day. Anyway, feeling pretty good. Glad to be here today. I'm in the hiker lounge at Outdoor 76. And I'm going to put a pin on the map of where I'm from. Which is right there. It's a pretty cool outfitter. I got some new shoes, which are there, which I will talk about soon. We about to eat. It's the end of day 12 and getting ready for bed. We zeroed today in Franklin, so I took care of some things. I rested. We ate food. So now we're getting ready to go back to the trail in the morning. Back at it. Rest is important. So I'm glad that we had some time for that. I'm not always good at resting, but I'm working on it. So I tried to really listen to my body and allow it to recuperate some today and yesterday. So I am ready to get back to hiking though. We have big days planned for the next couple of days before the rain comes in. And it's going to be cold tomorrow night. So there's some challenges ahead, but also some cool sights are coming up, and looking forward to the things that are ahead. So wearing this buff that I got from the Outfitters here in town. Thank yous to them. It's pretty comfortable, so I like it. Anyway, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow back on the trail.